Alright, so we are pushing to get the rest of our forage sorghum in the ground. This is the last field of double crop that we'll have this year. As you can see, it was wheat. Well, you can kind of see it through all this dust. Isn't it lovely out there? Nothing like 95 and 20-mile-an-hour winds. But anyways, so this is the last field of double crop we will have. I got the VT behind me. As you can see, just chopping up the residue and getting a little bit of loose soil on top of the ground so it'll make nice planting conditions. We get through all this. I've got 2 more fields to run our soil finisher across that didn't have a crop in them already, so they got a lot of weeds coming up from water. And that'll be it for the tillage. Then it'll just be down to getting everything planted. See how well I can turn this thing with one hand. Hey, I can see again. So you can see what we got going on when I go this way out of the dust. So yeah, all I'm doing is trying to chop up the little bit of remaining wheat that's out there that the chopper wasn't able to pick up, plus chop up the regrowth a little bit, kind of knock it back, and then loosen up that soil so that way it'll plant real nice. It's actually set more aggressive than it needs to be, but as much of a pain as this one can be to adjust that, the depth wise and all that, I'm just gonna leave it alone. So we'll see how the day goes. Guys, this field is done. It's just after 12. We can go grab some lunch real quick and then switch over to the soil finisher, get started on the 3 fields we got to work with it. So got about 50 acres. We should be able to knock them out. No, we won't get them knocked out today because I can't do the 3rd field, so we'll get 2 of them worked today at least. So alright, see you after lunch. Alright, so here is the first field that I am running the finisher across, or what we call the finisher. Some people call it field cultivator, digger, whatever. But as you can see, all these patches of bindweed that have come up from the pre-water. If you actually go back to my first video other than my channel intro, it was all about tillage and pre-water. This is the field that I was making all these furrows in that you can see across here, for irrigation, so that we can come back, work in the moisture. Shows up a little bit in the glare back there, but basically all we're doing is we're working in the moisture, sealing the ground, so that we can come in and plant it hopefully tomorrow. I don't know, we'll have to find out. But so that's what we got going on here. I mean, field's almost done. I actually only had to do a small portion of it because as we get pieces done, we come and work it to preserve that moisture. Because if you don't work it, you really probably can't see it on the camera. There's a bunch of little tiny cracks opening up, and that ground will open up and that moisture will actually evaporate out. But if you work it like this, it reseals the ground to where that moisture stays underneath there and just slowly works its way out rather than coming out rapidly. So let's see what kind of cool footage we can get putting the camera on the finisher. fun part. Get to go get all that bindweed off each of them points so I don't spread it to the next field. Joy, oh joy. Alright, so there it is. Ready for seed. I'm not going to go work fields 3 and 4 today because of the crazy wind we're dealing with. Right now it's in the 30s, gusts right around 40. So that's making everything real delightful and miserable. So I'm going to go park this and help the guys in the shop. If you're wondering why the bindweed on this farm is so bad, we took it over 3 years ago on a year-to-year cash lease. So being year-to-year, we don't have enough monetary incentive to really start doing the things to this farm that need done to get it up and going properly. We're trying to get it bought. Hopefully one of these days that happens, but as of right now, it's just a year-to-year lease, so we just kind of take care of the weeds with a little bit of tillage and some spraying, and just try to keep pushing crops off of it. Hopefully soon that changes so we can start treating that a little better, get some fertilizer on there, start really growing some crops. But as you can see, got all the bindweed off, so I'm gonna head to the shop and we'll talk to you guys later. Bye.